Dear viewers, welcome back to English B language class. Our subject of discussion in the previous class was adverbs. We will continue with the same lesson, adverbs and adverbials in part 2, with a special attention to simple adverbs like adverbs of frequency, place, degree, manner, etc. We have already done some portion of this topic. As always, here are a few points for you to note. Recalling the previous lesson, simple adverbs explained with examples, clearing doubts in a classroom atmosphere, and the conclusion. We have learned that an adverb can modify not only verb, adjective and adverb, but it can also modify all parts of speech except noun and pronoun. Some grammarians further claim that an adverb can modify all parts of speech, even noun and pronoun. We have studied that adverbials are sets of words, whereas adverbs are single ones like parts of speech, though they work the same. We have discussed some simple adverbs like adverbs of time and adverbs of duration. Let's visit a language class where the teacher is explaining his students the various ways simple adverbs can be used. If you have any doubt, you too may ask questions at the end of this class. A student asks the teacher to clear his doubt about simple adverbs in a language class. Sir, I have a doubt in yesterday's class. You were explaining to us simple adverbs. Yes. What problem do you face in the subject? Sir, you said that simple adverbs can be determined if some WH questions are asked to the verbs, and you gave us some examples to make us understand it. Could you remember any one of them? Yes, sir, but partly. Say, for example, Albert lives here. Ask a WH question to the verb. Sir, it should be, where does Albert live? Yes. What is the answer you get? Sir, the answer is here. What is it? It is an adverb of place. Have you got it now? Yes, sir. Now I understand it. So, if the verb of a sentence is asked with WH questions, we get simple adverbs. Sir, could you please explain the subject more elaborately? Yes. Listen to me carefully. When we ask the verbs with how often, how, when, and where, the answer we get is the words relating to time, place, and manner. That means, if an adverb modifies a verb, it tells us how often, when, how much, or where the action is performed. Here are some examples of adverbs that modify verbs. Notice them attentively. Number 1. Abhi sings beautifully. 2. He sings daily to be a good artist. 3. He sang yesterday. 4. He sang here. How does Abhi sing? The answer is beautifully. How often does he sing? The answer is daily. Sumit, which WH question befits the third sentence? Sir, it is a question with when. Right. Is there any sentence where you can put a question with where? At this moment, a hand shot up. Yes, Alay. Which one? Sir, it is the fourth one, in which the answer is here. Correct. Now, we will take into consideration some of the simple adverbs. Adverbs of frequency, place, manner, and degree. First, we will get on with the adverbs of frequency. Here is a short paragraph. Mark the sentences carefully. Our principal is always punctual. Usually, he reaches his office at 10 a.m. Sometimes, we see him reach the school much earlier than that. He regularly meets the teaching staff. We, the junior boys, frequently visit his office. He never scolds us. He often offers us toffees, but the senior brothers rarely go that side. The words regularly, sometimes, usually, frequently, always, rarely, never, and often modify verbs. The answer, how often a work is done. So, adverbs of frequency is used to express how often. How often is the principal punctual? The answer is always. Remember one thing. Adverbs of frequency are usually put before the verb, but in case there is any auxiliary, adverbs of frequency should be placed between the auxiliary and the principal verb. Is there any doubt in this area? No, sir. We can proceed further. Okay, so let's take another kind. Adverbs of place or place adverbs. Here is another paragraph. A mother is asking her whining child to stay back home and not to follow her. But the child is searching the mother. Wait here till I come back, the mother says, and is gone somewhere. But the child searches the mother everywhere. She sees a big door and peeps inside. Please come in, a voice says from upstairs. The child cannot find anybody there. She goes up and stays there, searching for that voice. She looks below from the staircase. Mother is nowhere. If we ask all the verbs in the sentences with a question, where? The answers must be some places undoubtedly. For example, wait, where? The answer is here. Where is the mother gone? The answer is somewhere. Where does the child search her mother? What answer do we get? The answer we get is everywhere. Where does the child peep in? She peeps inside. If we ask the question with where, all the highlighted parts in the paragraph will come into view. Okay? Sir, can an adverbial also be used as an adverb of place? Yes. See the example. Kite ran to the boundary wall. Ran where? The answer is to the boundary wall. To the boundary wall is an adverbial phrase or an adverbial. See sentence number 2. Anand went where a big fair was held on the occasion of Christmas. Raja asked the verb in the sentence with a WH question. Sir, the question that is repeating here is where did Anand go? And what is the answer? Sure, the answer is where a big fair was held on the occasion of Christmas. Which WH question did you put? Where? You are correct. Now, Sheila, what is about the sentence? A peace-loving person wants to go where there is no hustle and bustle of the city life. Sir, the same WH question is applicable here. Right? So, the part sentences like where a big fair was held on the occasion of Christmas or where there is no hustle and bustle of the city are forming the parts of larger sentences. They are adverbial clauses or adverbials. Is it clear now? Yes, sir. We will discuss other simple adverbs, adverbs of manner and adverbs of degree in the next class. We have visited the language class just now. Do you have any questions on the discussion so far? No, sir. There is no doubt now. Sir, could you please give us one sentence in which we can find an adverb modifying a verb, an adjective, and an adverb? That will be a nice game, of course. Just see this sentence. Jimmy controlled a horribly difficult situation sanely well. I give you one more sentence. Allotting sparsely furnished rooms, the manager kept the customers greatly satisfied. Study them yourselves. If you find it difficult, we will discuss them in the next class. Actually, our plan was to complete the chapter in 2 classes, but as we could not do it, we will continue it in part 3. This much is for today. We will be back with the remaining portion of the subject in our next class.